Hello. Today I'm going to give you a brief tutorial on how to use this website called Baamboozle. This is a website that teachers can use to help students learn by creating games. Down here, if we scroll down, there are instructions of how to use the website, but I'm going to give you a brief overview of how it works. You do not need an account to play these games, but if you wanted to create a game, you would need an account. If you make your games public, anyone can use them. So I'm going to show you examples of some games when I go to featured games. And as you can see, there's a variety of topics that you can use. And of course, they are at different age levels. You can probably guess counting 1 to 10 can be for, let's say, maybe kindergarten. And this one here, Romeo and Juliet, this says here it's specified for 9th grade. Someone must have used it for their 9th grade class. So we are going to try a game. So let's try counting 1 to 10. And these are the questions that will be used. The game is usually set up sort of like a Jeopardy board. Not quite exact, but similar. So we are going to click on Play a Game. And it's pretty self-explanatory. You can split up to any number of teams. We'll keep it at 2. Quiz is just the basic board of questions. You pick a question, you answer it, and if you get it right, you get the points. If not, you lose the points. But here, this has a unique spin on it called Classic. It has some of the questions here, but the system adds random power-ups, and I'm going to show you what power-ups are. So as you can see, Team 1 starts first. This is the layout. You can have as many questions as you want. You don't necessarily have to have 16. This is not the point value. This is like question 1, question 2, question 3, etc. Each question can be a different point value from 5 to 25. So let's just show a few examples here. So question 1, how many dogs? So that someone from the team is going to answer, and let's say they say 1. If they get it wrong, they lose the points. If they get it right, they gain the points. Let's say they got it wrong. Okay, so it depends. Either you lose the points or you stay at 0. It depends on how the game is set up, how they set it up. So let's go to Team 2 that picks question 2. How many farm animals? Let's say they say 4. We say, okay, and they get the points. So let's see, how many bears? 2. I'm going to show you what the power-ups are, because they are random. So I'm going to go through, see if I can find a power-up. Here you go. Okay, so Team 1 picked a question. It was random. And this power-up is win 10 points. So it means that they automatically get 10 points. The power-ups can range from anything from gaining points randomly to losing points randomly or swapping with the other team. So in this case, they won 10 points randomly. So this particular version, not only do you know the material, but it's also luck. So that's pretty much it, straightforward. You can also do a study mode, where if you don't want to exactly play the game, but you want to study, you can. And let's say, for example here, how many apples? That's the same type of thing. The answer is 10. Did they get it? Did they not? Let's say they got it. And let's say here, how many cats? Let's just say they said 5 and they got it wrong. So oops. Over here is how they've done so far. Where the magnifying glass is, it says 2 that they've answered so far, and this over here says they've got 1 wrong. This says they've got 1 right. So that's pretty much how a study mode works. I want to quickly show you how to create a game. So you do have to sign in, which I'm already signed in. So I'm going to click on My Games up at the top left here. And I've made a few examples so far, but I'm going to show you how to create game. Let's say I've been doing math, so let's do division. And then I'm going to give a brief description. And this helps students with division. Something basic. So I'm going to click on Create Game. And you can have as many questions as you want. There's no limit. And these are the point values, anywhere from 5 to 25. You can keep them all the same. You can make them all different. So let's do a question. 10 divided by 2 equals 5. And let's add, and click on Add Question. And there's your first question. And then let's say 100 divided by 50 equals 2. I'm going to add question. And when you're all done, you're actually going to click on Close. That's when you're done with the game, when you're done creating the game. So I've created a game. So I will show you how this is set up. So let's try quiz. I mean, I only have 2 questions, so we will try this. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. And question 2, 100 divided by 50 is 2. Let's say they both get it right. Oh, look, it's a tie! So we're going to go back. You can make your games private too, under settings here. It's automatically default to public, but you can set it to private and click update. And also back to settings, if you ever want to delete it, you can always delete it. And that is pretty much the tutorial for Baamboozle. Thank you for watching.